Hey guys, my name is JC Don, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Alright, in the previous episode, we investigated Ibuki and Hyoko's death. So yeah, if you haven't watched that part, I recommend you to watch it so you can understand what's happening in this part. So we're done investigating, and we're now going to the Monokuma Rock to start the class trial. So yeah, here we go. Monokuma Rock. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough. Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to class trial? Hey, Jared, go right there. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short of a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like, you say? Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first. Hold on, I won't let you escape. Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that? Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Oh god, there's only a few of us, which makes it kind of scary. Roar! And also pretty easy to find out the culprit. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of the Monokuma Rock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone is inside Monokuma Rock, it's gonna shake tremendously. Oh god, look, our guard. The elevator began its steep descent as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's only 8 of us. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Ding! The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru is not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's still alive, you should invite him. Why bother? What? Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. A lot of people who love lollies are gonna be depressed as frick. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. Ha! But she was trying to change herself, and she was separately trying to come to terms with Myra's death. Well, Hiyoko actually finally tied her kimono sash. Very nice. Congratulations on tying it. You finally complete your business. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. Oh god! There's only like a few there, but whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. I can't stop laughing at Byakuya's face right there. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost, for our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Yoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third class trials was about to open. This life-threatening trial belonging with hope and despair has begun. Would you like to save your current progress? Where do you think I should save it? Actually, let's save it here. Alright, we're gonna set the skills. I got a new skill actually. Trigger happy, yeah, that one. What else? Okay, that's it. We're gonna prepare and review the things again. Okay. Monokuma file number 3. There are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There were no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. There were bloodstains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. The rope used for hanging, according to me, for frick's sake, sorry, something happened. Windows 10 update. I just can't escape that update. According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. The key to the motel room that Hiyoko was staying in, it was buried deep inside her kimono, so it's pretty difficult to retrieve. A thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting. Music venue curtain. A black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage. It is not wide enough to reach the side of the stage. It looks like it was brought from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. Step ladder. Step ladder was found on the music venue stage, tipped on the side. One is to the left side, it's like bloodstain can be seen. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually light from this candle. A surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. The AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. Evidence that a bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed that the blood belonged to Hiyoko. A strange glove that was stuck to where both music venue doors touched each other. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she reached out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. They could have changed the Mikan's account to Mikan's alibi instead. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on her head as they willingly climb a stepladder toward a noose. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater in Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full mirror in the music venue storage room. The invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. 1 ticket was passed out per person, and the date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. Okay. A Monami tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently you get another bag for free when you purchase it. In the movie that Monokuma directed, there were a total of 3 deaths in the movie. First, Monami's scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, Monami Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monami Tin Man died by getting chopped into metal pieces. There are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was crushed wait, I already read this one. Okay, forget it. It's a good thing I noticed that. If I didn't notice it, I would just keep repeating the same freaking thing. Alright, let's go ahead and finish. And start the class trial. Class trial start. Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the black end will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, oh, I love how like Hiyoko's picture is just like short. I'll punish everyone besides the black end, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's go on with it already. I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case was played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time. Okay, Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna focus the heck out of us, aren't you? But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either. You're fine, your head's empty anyway. Empty head? Heh, what's wrong with that? Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside, you know. ... Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events? Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the disparities. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me. The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hiyoko. Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages. I woke up at my cottage in the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. He immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a step ladder. Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime? I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel. Why the motel? Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki. But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko. We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight. After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I played with him in various ways to see if he could help me out. Various ways? Don't say it like that and confuse people. Oh, Fuyuhiko's blushing. After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue. But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that, her body was taped to a pillar. That's when we heard the body discovery announcement, not once, but twice in a row. And so, we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we? When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared it, it was Ibuki. So that's how the case played out. Thank you, I understand it very easily. Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, wait, how do I know anything Hajime has said is true? Huh? Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now, and the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right? Lie? Why would I lie? Obviously, so you can make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you. Shut the frick up, Nagito. Do you doubt me? If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer. It's just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Motel room keys, cryptotic paper, surveillance camera unit, surveillance monitor video, surveillance camera unit, surveillance monitor video. Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious. Hajime's testimony is a lie. If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself, that would be also a lie. I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness. Why would I hide? What would Hajime lie? Well, obviously because he's the killer. Did Hajime kill both of them? The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault. Oh wait, wait. I'm not the killer. There should be contradiction somewhere. Need to find out and break through. Alright, I think I got it. 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 Burn them. There we go. Alright, break. Ugh, I'm so heated up right now. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie. Of course you're not. I already knew that. Then why the frick would you do that? Huh? Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. You freaking faggot. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Hey, we say at the same time. Yes, no mistake. Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Then what's the point of freaking saying that I didn't even... Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course, no one did, right? Hold on a second. You're the one who brought this up in the first place. Nagito, what are you doing? Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also proves a good warm-up. What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know. Don't get me mad. I don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important, especially since this isn't a game. What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments. So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right? Yeah, I'm positive. Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide. If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko? A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Impossible, huh? Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem in this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish we could have possibly done that. Now let's ask Hajime, how long would you say you were away from the music venue? I couldn't have gone for more than 10 minutes. So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible. That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room. What do you mean a closed room? The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away. However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside. Huh? They were? If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonya and Kazuichi. Me too? What the hell? Why's it gotta be us? The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mika, and Hajime and I all broke the door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you. There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too! Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you? Please stop making bad jokes. Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis. What a wicked way of bagging us into a wall. Is this his professional skill? The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyiko obviously thinks so, but... is that really it? Alright. Make your argument. Motel room key, scrap of stick paper, step ladder, transparent globe. Oh god, it just went to 60 frames for a bit there. Semi-transparent, step ladder, scrap of stick paper, motel room key. Sounds like the killer was still inside the music venue by blocking the door from the inside. They tried to keep it from Gilele. Oh god. To stall for time. Seems they were trying to stall for time. How did they lock the door? The door should not have a lock. The lock was on the floor in front of the door. It's on about the broken drumstick? Can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer was hiding inside. Waited till we gathered together. And suddenly appeared. So it looked like they had just rushed over. I have seen a serious this in a person might contradict the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. Let's see. Blocking the door from the inside. Keep us from getting in. Stall for time. Oh frick. That broken drumstick was used to lock the door from the inside, right? But is that proof? Well, it's not like I know if the door was really locked. What? Alright, reading the truth bullets. Blood. Alright, motel room key. Stuck to the baton. Step on the side and slash at sight blood stain. Stuck to where both music venue doors touch each other. Alright, probably it's a semi-transparent glob. I just made a mistake. There we go. Break. Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside. From the outside? How? There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used. Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber? Maybe. It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably gum. It was gum. Really? What's the point of sticking gum between the gas and door? Doesn't make Shimata. Alright. Rubber. Was that? Oh god. Shite. It was glue. There we go. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue. Glue? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because you're freaking... Nah. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue. I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it is not something one typically eats. That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors were touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside. And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? But that doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside. What did you say? First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so. It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think that the killer placed it as a diversion. Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fair for that trap. Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not able to slice open your stomach this time. In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all. So, during 10 minutes, Hajime left the venue. The killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space. And they also taped her up after killing her, right? Even quick work has limits. Aw, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me. If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that. Earlier? But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right? And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier. Just revealed? Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof. The scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue? That's right. But just what is this scrap anyway? That scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh god. No, I hate this. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. What was it? Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. What was the ripped piece of paper that was stuck to the lighting? Let's go with W. That isn't it. Oh, what? Okay. That's not it. Wool, were, wrap. This one? No. No. Wow. Wardrobe. Let's say wardrobe. Maybe it's that one. What the frick? Let's see. Wardrobe. W. No. 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 I don't know. Let's try P. Okay, it's not. Never mind. Oh God. Wall? Okay, okay, I know now. It's wallpaper. Alright, it's wallpaper. Wall. Oh God, there's so many freaking letters. Wall. Oh God, you're gonna get it. Wall. Wallpaper. Okay. Wall. Pay. What the? Okay. There we go. Finally. Break complete. That's crap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, was it there? If so, you're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear on the wallpaper, see, it fits perfectly. I see, so the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper. And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Yoko's body disappearing? A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily. That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Yoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Logic dive. Yeah, this is my favorite out of all the freaking thing. 3, 2, 1, go! Dive start. Let's do it. XSX tricky version. Alright, oh yeah, I forgot I can jump. Whoa! Oh God, I didn't know you can actually control with the. Ow! I didn't know you can actually control with the mouse. Okay. Alright. Oh God, this is kind of scary. Oh! Okay. Do I lose health from that? Question 1. Why did Yoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was brought there. Am I right? Nope. Okay, it was hidden. Down. Down. Yay! Okay. Speed. Speed. Oh God. Oh God. I did not see that. Okay. Go right there. Right there. Alright. Okay. We got another? Yeah, question 2. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. No, I'm pretty sure it's not the wallpaper. Okay, it is. Never mind. Oh god, there's only one freaking... Oh god. Yay! Yay! Okay. There we go. Okay. Question number 3. How did the killer hide their body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Yay! Alright, there we go. Oh, wait, there's also okay, that's it. I thought that was like four questions. Why did Hyo's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Alright. Complete. I got it. Hyo's body was hidden before we found it. But it would have been taking quite a long time to tape up a hidden body. No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it along with the pillar using the wallpaper. What? They hid the pillar? Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar. The killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyo's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at that time. Hold on, I need to do something. Frick. Hold on, I need to freaking... Okay. I just turned on the air conditioner. It was pretty hot. Okay. Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you notice Ibuki's body right away. So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper. The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits. Then the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar. That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and they peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue. But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting. The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on them. But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky. But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it into the storage room. It's not that big of a deal. Then why was Hyoko actually killed? When was Hyoko actually killed? Good point. And on that note, it was about time we shed some light on those imitation murders. You mentioned imitation murder more than once, but what is that? Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece, The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D? Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission. You're pretty noisy for someone who eats moss balls. I don't eat moss balls, I just started looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional. Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, by Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death. It was as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted. But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place? Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out. The reason the killer imitated two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that now. To let their accomplice to hide the weapon to mix up the killing order. Yeah. Soka! The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so we'd mix up the killing order. Then Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki? A valid line of reasoning. Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well. What do you mean? ... If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body. I'm not even crying. I'll let you sub as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind. What a jerk. Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right? An even bigger jerk? Impossible. Gundam, suspicious as frick. Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor. What's wrong with that? But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki. How light. Your words are so light as a slip's feather. Wahahaha, your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately. Man, it's being annoying again. First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hyo was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that? Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor. It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion. You're one to talk. Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when he was killed. I think I know the perfect evidence for this. Yeah, blood on the souls. When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor. I'm telling you to present your evidence. Did you see her walking? If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign? Oh, yep, there is. Yeah. Just as Sonya said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers. That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries. Did it see Hyoko's blood? Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck, and she died almost instantly, right? If Ibuki stepped on her blood, it means Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Miyoko was killed. Oh god. God damn it, Gundam. Alright. Whoa, is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest who still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata. Does that mean you have a rebuttal? Rebuttal? Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. ... You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest. Alright. The brutal shutdown. Frick you, frick you, frick you, frick you. Just frick you. Just frick you, just frick you, frick you. What the frick? What? ... Despite this exaggerated protest, I feel like I've already seen an opening to counter. Is this a trap? Alright. Baba Jabba! That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward. Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all. Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was whipped away. When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped on it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it. The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open. Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't blending from any open wounds at all. Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from Mika, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either. Maybe the hero was running inside a music venue so it would screw with Mika's autopsy? That's right, I didn't know the time of that because of the heater. If the time of that wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file, just to keep concrete evidence from us. Yep, since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided, Hiyoko was killed before Hibuki. It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions. Can you just shut up and back off? Now then, let us resume our debate. Ah, wait a second. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first. Eh? Again? Did something like this happen last time too? Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do? Huh? Suicide? The same as always, you have to vote for who the killer is. What? Think about it, a suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no black and to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami. Why me? Nagito, what do you mean if the victim actually committed suicide? Well, I mean, I understand Hiyoko's dead, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right? That's totally impossible, then she never would have killed her to begin with. She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen. But if Ibuki's the killer, she would not have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time. Then she was alive. Ah! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene. She hanged herself? Remember, there's no way she could have faked that. And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan. I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer. What the heck? Ah, there's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? Huh? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the step ladder, right? Then does that mean someone first forced her to do it? Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something? I don't know anything about that. Don't say it all proud. Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was. So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy that weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place. Ah, but just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right? It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know. There's no way to have some kind of sweet recording feature. Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live? What time did Hajime see the video? I saw it at the hospital right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement. So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murder occurred was before and during the announcement. Then, you just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time. Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence. Okay. Make your argument. Weekend's account, surveillance monitor, video for Yuko, Sonya, movies invitation ticket. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to do something. Alright, anyway. What are we supposed to do again? Was already sleeping in my motel room. I think everyone at the hotel was doing that. So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage. Oh, okay, that was correct. That was correct. Focus account. All right. Okay. There we go. There. What? I thought that was correct. We were sleeping on a car just right? That's not an alibi since there's no one here. Back it up, right? Can you do something about that? I'm sounding and you provide a better What? What was wrong about that? Alright, let's do this again. Hold on. Mikan's account. Right up until the morning, in the morning. Mika was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital. She apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko met Mika in front of the hospital. They split up to search for Ibuki. Alright. Hyoko was distraught because Sukimono was disabled. Let's just wait until the end. Alright. Okay. Okay. Wait, that was it? Alright. I don't really understand. What are supposed to be happening for and during the morning announcement? Let's just do this again. Okay. Okay. No, we're supposed to have it before and during the morning announcement. Let's try Mikan's. I guess. What about the others? For the morning announcement. Was totally sleeping in my motel room. I think everyone got at the motel was doing that. So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? That was when I was supposed to be my own cottage. That's not an alibi. Aside from that, nobody else. Let's try that one. Okay, it is. All right. So what you guys? Break. Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis. You do have alibis? Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while. We even woke up together that morning. Hey, what kind of situation is that? I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Tata. Chiaki. Too much info. It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagito's condition had improved. Are you jealous, Chiaki? And we went to the hospital together afterwards, so we were together until right before the announcement. I get it, you guys have alibis. If that's the case, the killer must be someone else. It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway. So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important. Feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead. ... But committing an imitation murder? Is that really all it was? Huh? Taking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie? Are you saying there was another reason? I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence. The killer had a different reason? ... If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us. If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? Suspended. Class trial suspend. Alright. Why hello there, mon ami. The most balls should look tasty today. Stop it, the guy takes me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some cans time. What's that? No, the mon ami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother's gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck, show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long, it'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be martial suddenly press that one. Then I'm Osami, magical. I can't take this. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best. What a disappointment. Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Alright. Okay, I think that's enough for now. I need to freaking rest, but anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching me playing Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Share to see your friends who knows probably like my channel. And this is JC, and I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned, my friends.